Mark, a point on the road. What's your initial assessment of today's game?
Well, I've got to say it was a tough watch, but we take the point. We 100% take the point. And really, it was another performance where everybody's worked really hard, but there was a lack of any sort of goalmouth threat in the first half. The change helped. The change helped in the second half. We have players, obviously, that are out injured. We've got players that have come in from abroad. We've got players that are playing catch-up in terms of the fitness. Jez, for instance, has come in from Turkey. Obviously, we know he's a Crystal Palace player, but he's coming from Turkey. He's played 75 minutes for the first time since December the 10th, I think. So I get concerned about getting to 75 minutes and then seeing him working, because he'd just done an unbelievable run to double up on the side to make sure that they couldn't come in and shoot. He'd done great in that instance, and then he comes down the other end and we start to get to see him start to move a little bit, but it's really difficult to keep him on and then expect him to go again on Wednesday and then go again on Sunday, and he's only just played. So with Mill there, I know Mill just come back, he's only trained for one day, but you know that he's got that in him to be able to come on and open something up, and he nearly did. Some of his movements and some of his play nearly opened things up, but not just for him. Tomáš Rigo made a difference when he came on. He found space and he was almost really creative with a slide-through pass. We just didn't get the opening that we needed. We stopped them from playing, they stopped us from playing. They sat off us. What I would say is that I hate the ponderous nature of centre-halves, and I'm going to be getting into them this week. That isn't what we want. We need to be fluid. We need to be fluid more, and we're not quite at our best at the moment, and that's because of various reasons that everybody's well aware of. But we'll keep working towards it. I've got to say, the support was absolutely fantastic. We clapped everybody off at the end. Thank you to them, because it was a tough watch for them. We couldn't give them a goal, and that was something that we wanted to do more than anything today, really. The positive, clean sheet. Another one for Tommy. Tommy's come in. He's played his part today. He's starting to look a little bit. He's calm. He's picking passes out more often. He will get better over time. And the fact that we're a point closer to the playoffs, even though we've dropped away a place, you're still 4 points away from getting in there. So, and we've not played brilliantly for a little while. The first two games this season, or this calendar year, are the best games that we've played up until this point. So I've got to say though that 4 of those games have been away from home. Today, Birmingham City, you've got Hull City and Norwich City, and those performances actually have been not too bad.
Yeah, you mentioned we're unbeaten in 4 away from home in 2026. What do you kind of put that strong away form down to?
A lot of it's endeavour and the desire not to concede a goal. They're working really hard. There's no, I'm not saying that. What I want to happen is there has to be movement, and there has to be movement all the way through the team for things to be able to be fluid. And it's just stuttery at the moment, so we've got to work on that.
What do you make of the opportunity that Wednesday's game at Charlton presents?
That is a double tough game, by the way. A double tough game. I watched them last night against QPR. They're fighting for their lives. They have a way of playing that puts you under pressure, and we've got to make sure we go there and defend properly.